Hello, welcome to the Period 3.0 demo by Nelly Notions. All right, so on your period tracker, you will see some demo logs. I think there's a little few more than this. Once you duplicate it, go ahead and look over the period tracker, get a feel of how it works. And then you can just delete those. I'm going to show you how to add your own periods if you don't know already. First, we're going to go into this profile page. You're going to add your name and your age. And then you can change these theme colors to whatever you'd like. So if you want it a little colorful, you can do that. You can, if you like it just simple, you can do this, or you just want a little bit of color. You can do this as well. All right. To log your first period, you just go to log new period cycle. This is going to create your very first period cycle for the current month that you're in. And it's going to take you to your first log of that cycle, which is today's date. You can always change any of this, but this is just a quick, easy way to get it started. So you add in your cramps, your exercise, your energy, your flow. And as I'm adding this, I want to add that you can always change these and add whatever you want to these. Unlike the period 2.0, when you go to your statistics, your counts and averages, if you add it to these or change these, you wouldn't see your new entries. For the 3.0, you will see these in there. Your moon phase, you can just look right here and see which one it is. And I'm just showing you this part for now. So what that did is it created a daily log for this month's cycle for the current day. I can change the day. Let's say my period started on the 18th. And I have to open this to get Notion to refresh this, but this should show everything here. There we go. You get information. I can see what phase I'm in. Let me go ahead and do another color here so you can see it better. It will be highlighted. Tips for the current phase I'm in, and a lot of other little information here. Now, as you see, it says daily log 1, menstrual day 1. As I enter in more cycles, this is going to be more accurate, but your very first log is going to do a 28-day cycle. Once you add in another cycle, it'll average it out, and each time it gets a little more accurate, but it's going to take a minimum of 3 cycle logs before it's probably more close to your average cycle, unless you have irregular cycles. Okay. Now, if you want to add another day for your current cycle or any cycle, you can add it here. So let's log another period day. Okay. It's going to show this date, but don't worry about that. You can always change that. Add in whatever you want to here. You don't have to fill all of these out if you don't want to. Fill out whatever you want. And as you see here, I have daily log 1, menstrual day 1, daily log 2, menstrual day 2. 2 days. And then I have my predicted period and all my predicted dates. Now, you may not always log every day of your period. Sometimes you log your first day, and sometimes you log your last day. So you have daily log 1, menstrual day 1, daily log 2, menstrual day 4. So this is going to know that you had 1, 2, 3, 4 period days. You can log all of the days. You can log those as well. But it's going to auto-increment. So if you do want to log all of them, you probably put day 2 there and then log the other 2, or you can just change the numbers up there. But it auto-increments the days. If my last period day is on the 22nd, it will know I'm in the menstrual phase. If my last period day was the day before today, it will know I'm in the follicle phase. Am I saying that right? Well, let's say you want to add other day that isn't your period day, but within this month, in this cycle, at least. So you can go to log other day. For today, it knows that today is the I can't say it. follicular day 1. Okay. But it's in September 2025. And you can add whatever you want. You can add that you had sex on this day. And in your contacts, I'll show you that. You can have some contacts in there. Now, I put some demo ones in there, but let's say Alex is a sexual partner. And you add him, it will say, you had sex with Alex on this day. And you get a different color for that. These are also supposed to show up a color. I wonder why it's not really showing. Okay. Now to add another cycle, let's say we want to log an old period cycle. We'll click here. We'll change this to August 12th. And what it did is it created a new page. We're going to, this is daily log for August 12th. And we'll just add in a couple little things here. Okay, we're just adding a couple things. And we will rename this to August. Okay. Now, let's add another one. We will do July 15th. And you should update your cycle. Okay. If it's not looking right, just open this page and so that it updates it. We'll name this July. So now it has done my average cycle. I have 3 cycle logs. What is the issue here? July 2025. And we go down here, we can see all of the key cycle dates. Everything's on the calendar here. Did I not change the date in this? I don't even know where this one came from. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. I think that was an old entry that I forgot to delete. Okay. Let's go to July. Okay. I had a few entries on there I forgot to delete before this video, but so we got the daily logs I just entered in, the key dates. We can see the periods length of each right there, the cycle days for each, and the average cycle over here, day 5 of the 33-day cycle. Right here, you have an alert. This will tell you if you have an irregular cycle. So if you're like 33 days is still within the normal range, but let's say it is, let's go to August. Let's see if I can make this longer. We'll go to July. Okay, 40 days. 40 days is outside the typical range of 20 to 35 days. So you'll get this little cycle alert. Let's say you're older. You're maybe 46. It'll tell you you could possibly be perimenopausal. If you look down here, there's a little guide about that. So yeah, there's different alerts on here. You have your tips for each phase. And now we're going to go ahead and look at this. Now, this is the quick mobile view. You might want to favorite this page so you can easily look at this on your phone. And from here, you can log your cycles. You can see all the key dates and alerts. You have this little mini calendar. You can see just a quick view so you can see when all your periods were. If you just want like a quick glance. Your current cycle, where you can log period or other days, and your daily logs. Also, when you open your cycle, you can see your daily logs on there. You go to content, you can see a little more content for the particular cycle. So there's a lot of information you can view on here. Down here are all of your cycle views. So you can see all your cycle logs. This is all your periods, all your cycle views, predictions, cycle and logs. And these are pages like if you like these certain views, you can favorite these to get quick access as well. I did add the yearly estimates on here, which also gets more accurate as you enter more cycles. So this is just an estimate. Now archived, how the archived works. So let's go into July. We're going to change this to 2024. We will change this date to 2024. So let's say you have an entry from a year ago. It's going to disappear. This is only going to show this year's view. And then you'll see 2024 or any previous year right in the archived automatically. You have all your logs, period logs, other logs, all logs. And then you have this is where you get your averages and counts. And this is just for your menstrual period. I didn't really put them in for the other ones. If you feel like you want those averages in there too, I'll show you how you can leave me feedback for any feedback you have for this. And then you have your analysis. So what this does is it takes a look at your averages for the year overall and for each month. And it's going to give you just little tips according to your cycle patterns, your symptom trends, moods, energy, and flow, and cramps. Cycle discharge. This is going to just give you information about the type of discharge you have. And I believe this is linked also with your daily logs. So you can have that show in your daily logs if you have a certain type of discharge that you want to log for your day. Let me go on here, daily log 1. You have your contacts. So let's see here. You have by relationship type. You can see your sexual partners and your timeline of the days in which you were logged about that person. You have your appointments here. And so the contacts, maybe you want to log, you hung out with a friend and you were in your fertile phase or whatever, and your mood was a certain way, or you had sex with a partner during your ovulation, or you had to see a doctor during a certain phase. And when you saw the doctor, you had a certain type of discharge. So it's all connected. Here are some basic instructions. And I'm going to include this video in here as well. Do I have a video in here? Oh, I did a really quick blog video. I need to update it. You have feedback and help. So this is pretty neat because how this works is up here, you will click on here, and this is going to take you into your browser if you're not already in your browser. You might be in the Notion app, but it's going to open up whatever your default browser is. And if this ever loads, it's going to take you to something where you can leave feedback. You can see the change log. There's a feedback form, and there's even questions, commonly asked questions to kind of help you out. And more will get added to that as feedback is given. So this will change as well. If more people want a certain thing added to this template, you'll have to reduplicate the template though. It's not going to automatically update your template, and I put all that information in there as well so you can understand how it works. But this is basically it. Hopefully I explained it pretty well. It should be really user-friendly, mobile-friendly. If you notice any little kinks or bugs, go ahead and I look at the feedback daily, so I'll fix it. That does happen. Like I updated this a few days ago, and then I went on to do this video, and I noticed that the total days, when I updated this, I messed up the total days. So I had to fix that and then put that in the change log. So that is one thing you'll also want to do, is check the change log periodically, especially if you notice a bug or something or a feature. I would check the change log first to see if it's already been fixed or added. And then if not, go ahead and leave feedback. But that is it. I hope you like this video. I hope you like this template. If you like the template, whether you got it from Gumroad or you got it from the Notion Marketplace, please leave 5-star review, feedback, 4 or 5-star review. If you don't like this, go ahead and email me either jcwtemplates@gmail.com or nellynotions@gmail.com, and I will get back to you with any